Seemed like a good idea last night. Doesn't seem like such a great idea now. Near to where I live, there's like this real nice tranquil loch, and if you get there at the right time of day, it can be really peaceful. My buddy Dan was supposed to be going there to shoot photographs of his uncle's boat, and I was going to tag along. So we started the conversation of, well, let's go shoot some photos. That's how this started. Those plans got cancelled, and then Dan and I were trying to reschedule, restructure what we could do. Dan has just had a baby, all right? Not him, his wife. His wife, well, they both had the baby. You understand? They have a newborn. So he's in that early stages of parental brain fog, which I feel like I've been at for the last 8 years. Anyway, the two of us are sitting last night trying to work out what we can do. Just literally over a WhatsApp call, we're just sitting both looking at Google Maps going, what, there's nothing to do. Where can we go? Because we always end up going where we're going right now. There was a lot of, we're looking at these things, we're looking at the maps going like, what do we do? Where do we go? What can we do? And also I felt like we were both sitting there worrying quite openly about time frames, about how much time do we actually have tomorrow to go. I have shit that needs done. I don't want to go spend an entire day. I mean, I would love to, but I have stuff that needs done around the house. I have a lot of work coming up this week. I want to see my family. I'd love to go and just shoot photographs, but you've got to, like, remembering to balance family. I'm horrible for just, I could quite easily just go out all day and take photographs, but balancing that stuff up, that's become quite tricky. Recently, I've been feeling really, really demotivated. Oh, that's open. Good to know. Moments of real enthusiasm, and then like immediately just get unmotivated to do anything. Now what's frustrating is I have a ton of ideas that I want to do, like some pretty cool ideas that just require a bit of time and commitment to get them done. Trying to motivate myself to do those ideas, that's the bit that I'm struggling with at the minute. Dan and I always joke because we always end up here at the harbour. It doesn't matter what we want to try to do, we end up at this harbour in Bangor where we both live and have lived for a long time, with our cameras walking around going, what are we photographing? We're here again. Why are we here again? We know we've photographed everything you could possibly photograph in this area. So what are we doing? Okay, so we talked for ages about these plans, and then I think the more everything I brought up, Dan was like, oh, well, here's 3 reasons why we can't do that. And everything Dan brought up, I was like, well, here's 3 reasons we can't do that. I think what happened was every time we came up with an idea, the other one gave a reason well, basically the other one gave a reason to demotivate us from doing it. Ended up legitimately going, oh, fuck it. Let's just go for a coffee tomorrow in Bangor, and we'll just take the cameras down for sunrise. We'll photograph the sun coming up at this like beach, Skipperstone Beach, which we've been to a million times before, but I don't think I've ever been here for sunrise. That is currently what's happening. I'm going to meet Dan. I'm late, of course, 10 minutes. Couldn't get out of the house, but Eva and I couldn't get out of the house at 7 o'clock. I don't know, too noisy. I woke the family up. They're all like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to take photographs. Just leave me alone. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Other photographers. Oh, there's one thing I hate in this world. Other photographers. That's seriously not Dan. It isn't. That's not Dan. There is someone else. Tell me that's Dan. Tell me that's Dan right there. This must be a joke. Is this a joke? It's not a joke, folks. There are 2 other photographers out here in this tiny little cove at 7 o'clock in the morning, photographing water. Jesus Christ. I hate photography. I've always had a funny relationship with photography. I love taking photos. Hate photographers. I think there's like a sheep mentality. See when there's a bunch of people all doing the same thing? I'm like, why are there other photographers out? What are you doing, guys? Where's Dan as well? He's supposed to be here. Another guy with the camera. What the fuck is going on? Do we all just have the same idea? You know? Could no one else be bothered doing anything? We all came. I know this is a funny thing to get annoyed at, being a photographer, and I'm sure those guys are taking dope photographs. But see, when there's a collective of people with cameras, that's when I leave. Otherwise, you get into all that gear nonsense. Oh, what are you photographing? What tripod are you using? It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Don't worry about it. Leave me alone. These dudes are wearing welly boots. You know, like what you'd wear if you were fly fishing, Daniel. Look at this. Just look at this a second. He has a coffee. He has a coffee, and I don't have a coffee. I held off on my coffee. Also, it's really odd because that's the 2 places that we stand whenever we take photographs. It's like, excuse me, guys. You're actually standing in our spot. This is ridiculous.
Not yet.
What's happening? Why are there other people here?
I don't know. Have you got the shot yet? Because like I've been down for about half an hour actually.
That guy's standing in the only place.
Yeah. To be fair to him,
the whole time.
To be fair to him, I walked down and said, "Morning. Looks like we had the same idea." And he said, "Do you want on this rock?" I was like, "No. I'm not here to like move you. Work away. You're here first."
God damn them being nice and friendly. What's so interesting, right, is when we pitched up, there was a guy like right on the end of that like pontoony thing, pier, bridgey. You would have seen it in videos of mine previously where I jumped off into the sea there. It was set up there, I'm assuming doing a long exposure of the pier in focus and the water blurred, right? We've all done it. But what's so funny is the other bro who was there, he was standing out taking photographs somewhere else. And when that dude left, he set up his camera exactly where the other guy was. And now he's taking the same shot. And behind him somewhere is Daniel, just standing there with his tripod waiting to go. It's like, guys, what is this? Hey guys, it's art. It's not art, it's bullshit. It's a funny one because like we've all taken that shot and Daniel has taken it loads of times. But I just think it's funny when you see it happen in real life. Like what's happening there is effectively what happens on Instagram every day. Someone sees an idea and they go, I'll go do that. I'll go do that idea. That guy's literally just, that's what he's doing. He's just taking the other guy's idea. So I'm kind of like that with everything. If I come down and there's a whole bunch of people doing that, I lose interest really quick because it's like, well, every other fucker's doing it. Everyone else is doing it. Why bother now? Well, clearly demotivated you in this video as well. Jesus. Dan doing? I don't know what he disappeared somewhere. And is now standing where the other guy was. So that guy's moved to where he was. Now Dan is standing where that guy was. So the thing is, what you've got to understand is like some people love that kind of photography. I don't. I get so bored of that kind of photography so quickly. I see it. That's why I don't have a tripod with me, because I can't be bothered with tripods. Most of the time, by the time I've set it up, I'm bored of the whole idea. Although right now, like if I had a tripod, I could get this shot. But I'll just put my camera on these rocks instead. Did it.
What do you want?
I'll have. This is the main reason we came down, was just to get a coffee, to be honest. It's a big option. I can't see your mark. Camera. Why is this gap so big? The amount of times that Dan and I end up, cheers for the coffee Dan, end up here, just sitting on these piers, just looking out at this view. Which to be honest could be a worse view.
Yeah, it's more of a therapy really, sitting here and talking.
Yeah, it's like, this is our spot where big dreams don't happen.
We talk way more about doing things than actually doing them.
Yeah. When we taking more photos, we going home.
I don't know. Are you bothered?
Some pretty serious wind again. So I don't know if you can hear if there's any wind noise coming from this mic, but this is the MK200 again. I'm pretty impressed with how it's been dealing with the wind, to be honest with you. Considering it's such a small mic, and that's quite a lot of wind, and that's coming straight into camera at the minute. So if you're not hearing wind noise on this, then I'm hella impressed.
I wonder if it's too risky to actually go out on that.
Yeah, Dan wants to go and stand on that thing at the end. Pretty choppy, like. I wanted to see if we could get the waves crashing up. This is how two guys end up getting soaked. Turn around! Turn around! Look at him!
I'm drenched. I want to go home.
Like that wave hit him perfectly. Stand there again, we'll get a photograph of it.
There's no other waves anywhere else.
It hit him in a line, like a line of water straight onto him. It's here. Oh, that was quite funny, right? Another day at the pier shooting photos. Actually, that turned out to be quite fun because those choppy waves at the end were making it quite interesting. To be honest, it was worth it just to see Dan get hit by one of those waves. That alone was worth getting out of bed early for. Anyway, that's us done. Thanks for watching another video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one. Laters.